Hello guys, welcome back to Gaming Tidbits again, and today we're going to talk about something cool if you're a fan of Romanciing SaGa. Now, Romanciing SaGa was originally released on the Super Famicom in 1992 in Japan, but was never released on the Super Nintendo over here, or outside Japan basically. Now, you did get a remake in PlayStation 2 in North America. That is the only time we ever saw the game. We never saw it in a 16-bit form. You never got to play in 16-bit form. It never came out over here. Well, thanks to... Now, France... It's funny, because in this game, French translations have been going on for trying to have started for this game since 1997. They've never gone anywhere. They've puttered out. You know, like a lot of games, sometimes people undertake French translations not understanding how difficult a process it is. You got to translate every single line. You got to understand what it is. You know, you want to translate it accurately, and sometimes that's a lot of work. I mean, I think people who wait for these things don't understand how much work it is that you got to redo, like, all, you know, the translations for all the words in the game. And some of these RPGs especially have, you know, thousands and thousands of words you have to translate. Well, the newly released translation from DDS Translations, you'll be able to experience this game, you know, if you have a Super Nintendo flash cartridge or an emulator. Again, this is like a lot of fan patches out there. You need a legally, you know, obtained Romanciing SaGa Super Nintendo ROM file. So you just need a ROM file, a legally, you know, ROM file for this, and you can patch this to it, and you can experience this game. Now, when you say legally obtained, a lot of people are like, "Well, what does that mean?" That just means there has to be a ROM out there somewhere that was the legal version of the game. If you get the legal version of the game that was kind of like originally burnt from the cartridge, you'll be able to do this. And again, I think it's really cool. I would love to try this in its original form. I love these 16-bit RPGs, and this is a cool, you know, a game patch. A lot of people say, "Oh man, I wish I could play on a regular system." Where I'm sure somewhere out there, I almost guarantee someone has done, you know, put this thing on cartridge out there somewhere with English patch somewhere to buy. But if you're someone who wants to try it out, not sure if you'll like it, you know, if you have a flash cartridge, which you could put on the Nintendo Super Nintendo flash cartridge and play it on the system or an emulator, definitely worth checking out. I think these are really cool. I think it's cool that we get games that we can try that were never released to, you know, whatever country you live in, when the games get, you know, translated for that language that were never brought over there, and you get to actually try it and get to experience, you know, how great that game was for that system that you love. Like if you love Super Nintendo or you love the RPGs on it, this is definitely a cool thing to go, "Oh man, I finally get to play this game in its original form." Again, it was released on the PlayStation 2, but it, you know, it was a remake. And sometimes the remakes just don't have the charm as the originals. Just something about the graphics and the music and that era of a lot of those games that make them so awesome, and it's so hard to recreate that again. So, what do you think about Romanciing SaGa getting an English patch translation? Would you try it out, or are you going to seek out the PlayStation 2 version? I would love to try this original form because, again, I love the 16-bit era RPGs. They're just you know, the 16-bit RPGs are awesome. They're just something, especially the 16-bit. Like when you talk about Final Fantasy 3, aka Final Fantasy 6, awesome game on the Super Nintendo. You know, accuracy. There was a lot of great RPGs on that system. There's something about the graphics that's also added the charm to me at that time. But anyway, what do you think about this? Would you want to go try it? Are you not interested? Or would you rather go out and buy, like, somebody put it on the cartridge translated for you to buy? Because I know a lot of games have that now. It is a thing out there now where the games have been put on cartridges, you know, that were never released over here with the English translation, and you could buy it and play it. Anyway, love to hear your guys' opinions like always, and I'll make another video soon. Later.